Taurus, thanks for visiting. This is your weekly reading for May the 7th to May the 13th. And if you like this reading, as I always say, I know, please like or subscribe if you'd like to, or leave a comment. I have been a bit behind in getting back to some of the comments. I really like to reply to as many as I can because I really appreciate everyone commenting, so I like to just say thank you or something like that. I will get back to doing that. I've just been very busy, and yes, I have everything ready, so I'm just going to start with your reading for Taurus. The first card you have for your past is the Nine of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing business, or I'm seeing managing money in a really careful way or something like that. Not just in a careful way, but I'm seeing in a clever way. I'm seeing you being quite clever with your business or with money or with something like that, putting a lot of research into how you're going to manage something like that. You're really looking at all the detail, doing everything really cleverly, really in a good way, in an organized way, that kind of thing. Yes, I'm seeing some kind of business management or money management or something like that. Could be that you're managing what you had in a really smart way. I'm also seeing, the other thing I'm seeing with this card is for single people, you could have been happy to just be on your own at this time. I'm just feeling this strong sense of independence as well, not wanting anyone to come along and come in and kind of interfere with what you had or what you'd created for yourself. If you look at this woman in this card, she's just so content. She's all by herself. But she's so happy, even though she's by herself. She's in this beautiful garden. She has everything she needs. So that's what I'm seeing with that card, just contentness, and also being very clever with how you've managed things for yourself. The next card you have for your past is the Lovers. So yes, in this card I see, a lot of the time I see choices, I see decisions, and that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing a decision. And yes, I'm also seeing that yes, you knew more than someone thought you did. That's what I'm seeing. You had to make a decision, and you actually knew more than someone wanted you to know, or something like that. I'm actually seeing someone wanting to come back from your past. That's what I'm seeing. Someone wanted to come back from your past. They could have been hinting at this, or maybe your intuition was telling you this, or something like that. You have very strong intuition, and this person could have been maybe in contact with you, or maybe they were just thinking about contacting you at this time. It's not very clear, but there's this idea that this is what they wanted to do, and you were kind of one step ahead of them or something like that. You definitely are very strong intuitively and spiritually, so and also you were strong on your own, so you were quite content to be on your own. And this is where a lot of your strength was as well, because it wasn't like you were thinking, oh, I can't wait for this person to contact me, I want to see them. So even if you did want to see them, you weren't kind of really stressed about seeing them. You were quite content on your own anyway. It was like, well, okay, if they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. But also, if you were single and you wanted to be on your own, that's where your strength was as well. You weren't really bothered by them coming back. You actually were fine on your own. That's what I'm seeing there with this Nine of Pentacles. Yes, the last card you have for your past is the Eight of Wands. So yes, what I'm seeing here is that this is about work again. I'm seeing that again, or about business or something like that. There was some sort of, even though you had everything planned out, I can see that in the Nine of Pentacles, you were very clever with what you were doing. There was one problem somewhere that you really couldn't quite get over. There was a hurdle you couldn't quite cross. It was something like that. There was some problem you had, and you couldn't find some small solution to it. It wasn't a big problem, but it actually made a kind of a bottleneck, as they say, made it kind of difficult for you to progress in some areas, because you had to kind of find a solution to whatever this was. So I'm seeing that at this time you might have come to this conclusion, or you might have seen this solution to whatever this was, and this made this problem kind of solving happen, and then you're able to kind of rush ahead and do things after this problem was solved, if that makes sense. So yes, I hope this makes sense. I'm just seeing a lot of work related things here, and I am seeing this thing that was kind of a block, and then it was solved, and then you were able to rush forward and kind of work on whatever this was that was delayed before. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your present is the Queen of Pentacles. So yes, this is another beautiful woman. I love her. I love the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. They're both very serene, very content, very beautiful. So yes, I'm seeing, yeah, this is what I'm seeing here, is the Queen of Pentacles. This is the difference between you and this person in the Lover's card. Look at the stability, look how stable she is, and look how she's nurturing this pentacle, this coin here. It's very stable. It's not going to roll off or fall off her lap. She's holding it very, very carefully, very lovingly. This is about you. You're very stable, you're very grounded, and if you are looking for a partner, or if you have a partner, or whatever, the partner you need is one that, someone who can match you, that's what I'm trying to say. Someone who can match you in your stability, and also someone that you can match, who matches you financially. And what I mean by that is, I don't mean someone who has a lot of money or who even has the same amount as you. They can have less than you, that's okay. But it's someone who doesn't take from you, someone who isn't going to lean on your stability or use your strength in a way to kind of deny their own responsibilities. You don't want someone like that. And I'm seeing that probably this person from this Lover's card who wanted to come back was like that. And I'm seeing that they probably aren't as self-aware as they should be. They don't realise that you can see right through this. You can see that's what they're about. They might not realise that. They might be thinking, oh, I can come back and this person will take me back and I'm so this and that. But you can actually see through that, because you have this intuition, you have this very strong intuitive way. You're also very stable, and you don't want anyone who's going to come and mess that up for you. That's what I'm seeing. Yes, the next card you have your present is the Eight of Swords. Right, so what I'm seeing here is that, yes, someone's trying to stop you. I'm seeing someone trying to stop you from saying something, saying what you want to say. Someone could be trying to censor you at this time, censor you in some way. It could be that, yes, this could be more than one person actually. I'm just looking at these swords, and this is like, I'm seeing a lot of people surrounding you. So it looks a bit like, you know, when I see these swords, I'm seeing people surrounding you. It's a little bit like a school bullying scene, you know, when a lot of children surround one child, which of course is horrible. I'm not saying you're being bullied, but I am seeing a lot of people trying to stop you from speaking out or speaking the truth or something like that. I can't see you letting them stop you, because I can see you're a very strong person. I am getting a kind of a claustrophobic kind of feeling around this. I mean, who wants to be surrounded by swords? But I'm also seeing that, you know, you're very passionate about your truth, about this truth that you want to speak. I mean, this woman's wearing a red dress or a red outfit or whatever she's wearing. So red is about passion. So you do want to say this, but someone is trying to stop you from speaking your truth. It could be more than one person. That's what I'm seeing with all these different swords there. The last card you have your present is the Two of Swords. More swords, Two of Swords. So yes, again, someone's trying to stop you. Someone's trying to stop you from speaking the truth. I'm seeing that again in this card. I'm seeing the same thing in two of these cards. Yes, if you look at both of these women in these cards, they both have blindfolds. So someone wants to stay blind. Someone doesn't want to hear the truth. Someone wants to stay with their blindfold on and their headphones on. They don't want to hear or see what's going on. They don't want to admit to something. They want things to stay as they are. You're trying to come along and tell them the truth. They don't want to hear that. That's what I'm seeing. They're still going to try and stop you at this time, but you're very, very strong, and you're defending yourself as well. You have these two swords behind you, so you're strong, you're defending yourself, and you're not going to stop. Sooner or later, if you want to speak the truth, you will. That's what I'm seeing with that card. The first card you have for your future is the King of Wands. So yes, I'm seeing this focus. You have a lot of focus here. That's what I'm seeing with this wand, with this King of Wands. Being able to be focused, being enthusiastic, moving ahead, pushing ahead. This is following on from the Eight of Wands in your past, and I'm seeing the Eight of Wands is about solving a problem, then being able to rush forward with that, and now with this King of Wands, this is about suddenly finding this solution, and now that you have this solution, you're going to be able to rush ahead, and you're going to be able to be very clear, you'll be clearly aware of what you need to do. That's what I'm seeing, to be able to actually implement this and move forward with this. Whatever this is like a business thing or a work thing, I'm seeing that again. You will have a lot of work in front of you, that's what I'm seeing. You could be doing this work by yourself. This King of Wands is by himself, and I'm also seeing that with the Nine of Pentacles, being on your own, being content to be on your own, being happy to do this work. There is a lot of work, but just be careful not to isolate yourself. Don't isolate yourself too much. I mean, obviously you're going to have to do this to be able to do this work, but just stay in contact with people if you can. Don't lose contact with people, because I'm seeing that might be something that could happen while you're doing this. The next card you have for your future is the Ace of Cups. So yes, I'm seeing, yes, or actually I'm feeling there's some kind of there's a liberating feeling with this card, liberation. There are lots of mixed emotions actually with this card, but it's a very emotional card. This is tied in with a lot of, yes, mixed emotions. I'm seeing that you're going to speak your truth at this time. This is when you're going to speak your truth. You might actually hurt people when you do this. I'm seeing one specific person who might be very hurt by this, even crying. I'm seeing tears coming down from this cup. Your intention isn't to hurt anyone. You don't want to hurt anyone. You're not going to want to hurt anyone at this time. But these are, these two feelings I'm seeing around this card. I'm seeing sadness because you care about this person. They're going to be hurt. But also liberation. You're going to be yourself. A big part of being yourself is being honest, speaking your truth, and that's who you are. That's what I'm seeing. So you're going to be liberated from this trap in the Eight of Swords. You're going to be able to speak your truth. It might hurt someone. I'm seeing that probably will. There might even be tears, I'm seeing. But yes, this is for their own good. You don't mean to hurt them. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have for your future is the Eight of Cups. So yes, this person could be walking away. This is what I'm seeing, walking away from you. I'm seeing they were hurt. I'm seeing all these cups there. This is a big lot of emotions that they're walking away from. I just don't usually do this. I keep saying that, but I am going to move this up so you can see. So yes, there's a whole lot of cups, a whole lot of emotion that was in the Ace of Cups. They're very upset, or they're going to be upset with you. They're going to walk away from you. But often I see this card, I mean, a lot of people see this card and they say, oh, walking away forever. But I never see this. Well, I have a couple of times. Mostly I see with this card walking away and then coming back again. So they're not going to be away forever, but they're going to walk off maybe in a huff. They're going to be angry with you or upset or crying or mad at you for being truthful. You're trying to help them, but they don't want to see this. So they're going to be walking off. They're going to come back around again, because I always see this water coming back into the cups with this little water flow back down the hill, and I always see this man coming around the hill and walking around and coming back again. So yes, they are going to come back eventually, but at this time they're not going to want to be anywhere near you. I'm sorry, that's what I'm seeing. So Taurus, I hope this resonated. General readings can't always resonate, and sometimes as well I see that yes, I don't often say this, but I should start saying this. I'm not really speaking very clearly. They can come back, they can come up in a reverse as well quite often, these readings, and I should say that. A few people in the comments have said I should say that. Yes, but again, if you like this reading, like or subscribe, leave a comment if you'd like to. Thank you so much for watching.